Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Lena. I'm a yoga teacher based in Berlin, and I have just been dying to create a little series here on YouTube for you to really dive into the essence of what yoga means for me. So I've put together this 4-part series now, which is all about recentering, because I do think this captures what yoga is about for me. And we will start with a grounding practice today, just getting us in the mood to experience what it means to recenter physically, energetically, in breath, in movement, and see what remains in the end for us. So just in terms of yoga philosophy, so you can put this together, and it's not just me making up random things. The philosophy, basically, or the Yoga Sutras as they're called, they remind us of sthira, sukham, asanam, which translates to balancing steadiness with ease. By grounding through gentle movements and breaths, we will get hopefully to a place where more self-awareness can just come to the surface, and along with the principle of ahimsa along the way, which means non-harming, non-violence, we'll just get more in tune with ourselves, our bodies, breaths, our hearts, and let's dive into this together, shall we? You won't need anything in particular for this practice. I do have a bolster, I do have some blocks, but just feel free to grab whatever you have at home. This first part is not going to be the most physically intense. It's more a little reminder or a starting point for you to grasp the concept of recentering your lives, your bodies, your breaths, everything that I just said. And I invite you to approach this with ease, with an open heart, and we will get going in a comfortable seat. So to balance or recenter our bodies and our breaths, we will start with the simplest pranayama ever, just some equal breathing. We will start by inhales and exhales for the count of 4, then move it up to 5 and then to 6. Maybe have a grasp at 7, and I will guide you through for the first couple ones, and then you can just see whether you would like to stay at a good 5 or take it up to 6 or even to 7, equal inhales and exhales on your own. So we'll start just by grounding down for a second here, resting the hands down on the knees, closing our eyes gently. You can roll your shoulders back a couple times. Invite in some softness from head to the toes or wherever you're grounding down here. Feel your chest, your chin lift up slightly. And have a quick check-in with how your bodies, your breaths are just doing in this very moment. You might be warm, you might be cold, you might have some sore muscles or feel a little stiff if you just came straight from your beds in the morning. You might already think about plans you have for the rest of the day, for the next couple days, for the weekend. Or you might dwell on some past things, including emotions, actions you probably wish you took differently, or you wish you could repeat because they were so beautiful. So whatever is popping up, we accept. And we welcome it with open arms, with an open heart. Because right now it's not about judging whether something's good or something's bad or in between. We just accept. And you will notice over the next couple breaths, as you will be counting anyways, a little bit distraction does help to clear through all those things and let something go, let new things come in, and just blossom with all that is remaining. So for the breathing, you can take one hand on the belly, the other one on the chest, or literally find any other positioning where you can feel your breaths moving into your bellies, into your chests. We'll start with a big releasing breath together, inhaling through the nose, and out through the mouth, release. We inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, out through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, in for 1, 2, 3, 4, out for 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to 5, we inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. Maybe take the counts up to 6, maybe up to 7. Those next few moments are just for you, without the noise, without the counting of my voice. Just feel into the rise and fall of the belly and the chest. And keep it nice and equal. Find one more cycle, however many counts. And then hold briefly on your exhales when you get there. Hold out any air in the belly. And slowly release. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You can blink your eyes open, rub your hands together. And go ahead, hover those warm hands in front of the face. Maybe see some colors flickering up, or merely feeling into those tingling sensations of warmth, of being so close, and then opening up the eyes. You can take your hands together to a prayer. If you're sitting on anything, you might want to remove that now. So I'm taking out my bolster. And we will still be in our easy seat here, Sukhasana. Feel free to just put the other leg on the top. And we'll start by having the hands on the knees. You can close your eyes again if it feels good, just to dive a little deeper into the movement. You want to lean it forwards with a straight spine, chin down to the chest, and then find some circles around. Okay, coming to the front with a straight spine and rounding from then. Without thinking about the counts, can you still let the breath guide you here? Can you allow the head, the neck to be all heavy? And then slowly change the sides. Pause here in center. Then rise up all the way. Roll the shoulders back and down, and we'll give it a good couple side bends on top on either side. You can bend the lower elbow and really reach the arm out long. Tilt a little more open to the ceiling. We inhale. And on the exhale, switch. Big inhale, open up. And exhale, switch. 2 more times. And we will come to an all-fours position from here. Just finding the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and giving it a good shake out. Releasing through everything. And then tucking your toes under. You can turn the fingers sideways or facing towards yourselves. And then give it a couple good circles. And actually, if you put your heels down a little, the butt down towards the heels, this is a nice toe stretch as well. We're prepping our wrists here as well as our toes, so be gentle. If really the most you can do here, that it's still comfortable, is having the fingers to the sides, that is totally fine. Throughout all of this practice, the most important thing is that you stay true with how your body is feeling. Of course, you can push yourselves a bit. But in this recentering practice, it's not really what it is about. I want you to find this comfortable edge. Okay, you've changed the circles, the direction of the circles. When you're ready, turn your fingers all the way to the front. We'll untuck the toes, sit back onto our heels for a moment. Fingers come behind us. Fingertips pointing towards ourselves, and for a little something for the ankles, you can lift your knees up slightly and see if it feels good to give it those gentle rocks up and down. You want to push down through your hands here, maybe lifting the chest even a little bit more. And we slowly come back into an active child's pose, meaning we tuck the toes under and we push the bottom all the way to the heels. Okay, Okay, the hands, the arms in a nice straight line. You want to push through the fingertips, the mount of your hands, the very edges, all the way down. Your forehead can still release down to the ground, but you're activating your arms here. Noticing how you can take some breaths here into your upper backs and in between your ribs. See if they even move a little bit. Expand with every breath that you take. And we slowly untuck the toes, find a regular balasana, child's pose, and just this time a little more chill with the arms. The forehead's still gonna make its way down, but you can open up the knees a little wider maybe, and see how it feels to just simply sway from side to side here a little bit. Steady, with ease. Gentle little massage here for your hips. We will come onto our hands again. Close the knees, tuck the toes under, and fly the bottoms up high for a downward facing dog. Okay, find your perfect stance where everything feels nice and aligned, and then give it a good couple movements, like a pedal through the feet, a shake out of the head. And pushing down into the floor to lift the hips up just a tiny bit higher. We'll all together come onto our toes on the inhale. And on the exhale, move the heels back down towards the floor. They don't have to touch, but of course they can. We inhale, come up onto the toes. And exhale, release them down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. We come onto the toes, stay there, bend through our knees, gaze to the fingertips, and slowly on our tippy toes, walk the feet into the hands until we arrive in a good old forward fold Uttanasana. Keep it very soft. You can observe maybe how the crown of the head just falls down to the ground and pulls yourselves down even closer. The arms hang heavy. You can shake out the wrists, bend through the knees slightly, give it a good little bounce. We'll then bend through the knees and roll up vertebrae by vertebrae until we come to very solid Tadasana, rolling the shoulders back at the top and facing those palms to the front. Okay, can you stand a little taller even? Lift from the chest, lift the kneecaps up, engage the glutes. Maybe have those little fingers reaching towards one another behind your backs. At least that's the direction we're going for. Each and every finger is nice and straight, and every toe is clawing down into the ground. We're gonna take a big releasing breath here, feeling extra powerful. Then we inhale, lift the arms up all the way, and on the exhale, fold it back down. We inhale, find a half lift with a straight spine, and exhale, plant the hands down, step it to downward facing dog. Perfect. Couple more bends, couple more shakeouts for the head, for the neck. And then we come onto our toes, wave it forwards into a high plank. And you can come in a straight line or through the knees. We're gonna find the way onto our bellies. Ground the legs down, hands off the mat, just a little bit on either side. Don't worry where the elbows go. We'll just find a couple cobra waves. Inhale, we lift and rise from the chest. And exhale, we lower. 2 more times. Have the hands down on either side of the chest. Flap those elbows in like your life depends on it. Just tuck the toes under and make the way back to a downward facing dog. Okay, when you're ready, lift the right leg up all the way for a nice 3-legged dog. You can bend the top knee, just give it a couple circles through the ankle, one direction, then the other. Slowly bring in the knee forwards, and as silently as you can, step the foot through. You can help yourselves along the way and lower the back knee down. Double up the mat, put a cushion under, a blanket, whatever. We're gonna arrive in our low lunges. And wherever you have the arms, make sure the chest is nice and open. Tiny bit of a lift from your chins, and then sink down a little deeper into the hip space. Still feeling the rise and fall of the belly. And that's what we're gonna play with some more. Have the left hand down on the mat. The right arm comes all the way up to the ceiling. We have a little combo here. We inhale, lift and lengthen the arm, press the left hand down into the floor, and exhale, find a cactus arm, so bending the elbow and twisting open a little more to the ceiling. We inhale, lift the arm, and on the exhale, bend through the elbow and try to touch it down to the floor. We inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, touch it down. 2 more times. And then place both of your hands right here on the inside. You can step this front foot a little more to the outside for a low lizard. Maybe bending through those elbows. You can make the way even down a little bit more and see if you can balance yourselves here. Shaking or not shaking. Going slowly from right to left, from left to right. And then extending through this front leg, coming to a wider variation of a half splits Adho Hanumanasana. Hands can come to the hips for a moment. If you have blocks, you can put them on either side. Or what we're gonna do here, if we're going without, hands on the inside and just folding down right here. Don't want to overextend this knee, so keep a slight bend and make it as comfortable as you can for this heel. If it feels good, you can undulate here a little bit. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lower again, round through the spine. 2 more. Bending the front knee again. Take the foot back to almost the center line so we can frame the foot with our hands. Tuck the back toes under and make the way to a plank position. We're going to flow through a little vinyasa. Find a cobra or an up dog. Roll the shoulders back, squeeze those elbows in, and find the way back to downward facing dog. And it's time to lift the left leg up all the way, bend through the top knee, open hips, circling through the ankle. Wow, this side cracks big time. Slowly and silently bring the knee in forwards to step through in between the hands, lowering the back knee down. We'll move to our low lunge here on the other side. Wherever you decide to go, stay open from your chest, lift the chin slightly, and then sink a little deeper into your hips. And I invite you to take those breaths all the way into the top of your lungs here, not only the belly. And then we'll play with our little combo, right hand down, the left arm up. We'll give it a big inhale. On the exhale, cactus the arm. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, bring the elbow down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, elbow down. One last round. And then placing both of your hands down, stepping the foot to the outer edge of the mat now. Maybe bending in those elbows for a nice little swaying lizard. Just exploring whatever depth feels the best for you here. Slowly extending through this bent leg, coming onto the heel. Hands can come to your hips for a moment or on blocks. We're going to put them down right next to the foot. Okay, folding down here. We'll give it a good inhale, lift the chest, lengthen. Exhale, roll back down. 2 more times. And then bending through this front knee again. Okay, hands on either side of the foot. We'll tuck the back toes under, and this time close into our Uttanasana again. Okay, hanging down heavy here. Pressing the heels down into the mat a little bit more while lifting the hips up a little higher at the same time. Trying to straighten your spine a little bit. Micro bend in those knees. And every exhale allows you to just melt down forwards a little bit. Maybe you stumble upon some resistance, but that is fine. At least you can breathe with ease here. Three more breaths in a variation of your choice. Feel free to hug it in. Make yourselves nice and compact. We'll then slowly bring our hands down. Step it to plank. Okay, and find a cobra from here. Lowering all the way down and pushing into the floor. Giving it a good inhale. On the exhale, press the feet into the floor a little bit more. One more inhale. On the exhale, bend the right leg and push it over, until you come to sit here. We'll hug. First of all, flex this foot. Hug in the knee and lean it back. Nice little seated twist here. We inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, twist a little bit more. 2 more breaths like this, keeping the leg nice and active. And then we'll come through center. Nice. if you can. Index, middle fingers around the big toes or to extend. Another variation is to just grab the outside of the foot and keep it bent like bow and arrow, kind of. So wherever you end up, we'll hold this, lengthen from our chest the best we can, while pulling the leg and maybe a little closer to us. Noticing wherever you're feeling this. 2 more breaths. Carefully releasing this leg down. We'll turn onto our bellies again. Rest the leg down and reclaim our cobras. Okay. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, press the legs down. Inhaling here. Exhale, bending the left leg, pushing it over till you come to the seat again. Flexing through the right foot now. Hugging the knee. You can also hook if it feels better. And gaze softly over the back shoulder. 3 big breaths here. More length with every inhale. More depth with every exhale. Slowly coming through center. Your variation of what you do with the leg. Try to sit up straight and pull in the leg a little closer to you. It's a little dance between effort and ease. Feel free to bend your knee along the way. 3 breaths. Gently lowering the leg down, we'll find a seated forward fold here. You can start in a big and beautiful L. Open the knees as wide as you need to and then fold it forwards. If you can grab your feet, amazing, but you don't have to. You can also hug in from behind your thighs and pull yourselves a little closer. You can then relax the feet a little bit, see what difference it makes. Maybe even point them. Nice little activation still. While the upper body is just hanging heavily. Three more breaths. Releasing the grab if you have it. And we'll make the way onto our backs. Just clip out the mic and we'll make our ways onto the backs. Just before we move into a nice Shavasana, you can hug those knees in, circle it in either direction. Make sure to massage the lower back here. See if you feel this someplace in the hips as well, maybe. But really, it's okay if you don't. I'm not there to tell you what you should or should not feel. Maybe close your eyes here and see what's actually there. And for your Shavasanas, you can come into any comfortable place, either full traditionally, extending the arms, the legs. We've done quite some things for our hips, so if it feels good, butterfly always an option, or just lay sideways in a fetal position. finding this sweet spot and closing your eyes. And I invite you to let yourselves fall here. From your physical body, meaning just being all heavy here. The eyes closed. Just nice and soft and warm. And you also trust that I will bring you back to end the practice together when we're done here. Most importantly, see how your heart is doing. And for the few moments that we have here, I invite you to explore your heart, the space around it. As the heart beats fast or not so much. Does the chest feel easy or a little blocked? Just opening yourselves up for everything there is to observe. So at the very end, you are the expert of your own heart. Slowly allowing the breaths to get deeper again. Nourishing your hearts, your whole bodies. Bring the awareness back to where you are, right here and right now. Maybe you feel quite centered already. Maybe you're still quite unsure. That's alright. We have 3 more videos to explore this topic and see what it means for us. How steady and with ease. Bring back some movements to the fingers, to the toes. Maybe give it a good stretch or even a yawn. We'll come meet again in a comfortable seat. With your eyes still closed or the gaze softened down, find your ground again. Hands down on the knees, rolling the shoulders back and down. We'll rub our hands together. place them as warm as they are, one on top of the other, on top of your heart. A little bit of pressure. It's your reminder. You are here. You are wonderful. And we slowly open up the eyes. And I want to thank you so much for delving into this journey with me. I can't wait for the next 3 episodes and to flow through them with you together, or to breathe through them with you together. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this one, if you're excited about the rest. And as always, you can follow me on my Instagram, Happy Lena Yoga, for even more updates in what I do in day-to-day life. And yeah, I'll see you soon again. Thanks.